What's the deal, y'all? What's
It's
good?
good.
We back. You know what I'm saying? Another episode, man. We on the GOAT versus GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because we all are great. You know what I'm saying? Women are great. Men are great. You know what I'm saying? So we all have good ideas and views that we just like to talk about, man, and get a better understanding on how each other think, man. You know, and as we like to keep it respectful. Sometimes things get out of hand. Sometimes, you know, things can get taken out of context or whatever. But we always mean well. Again, we not here to bash women. You know, we not here to bash men. You know, we just here to share each other's views and opinions on, you know, some of the things that go on in the world. Okay? So we got a very special, interesting show today. And I want to introduce a new segment, a part of the show called The Truth Hurts. Okay? So on that part of the segment, we're going to give Mr. Vassar, Mr. Truthfully Speaking, 5 minutes to give y'all his truth on whatever it is that he's going to give you his truth on. Okay? All right? And it's going to be very interesting. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to give my boy a big shout out, man, for the Truth Hurts segment of the show. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna definitely get Ash a segment in the show too for the ladies. So we working on that as well, man. So we have been working on that already. Because when we talk tomorrow, Ash, we're gonna get you a segment on the show where you can talk your shit too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, what y'all been up to, man? Talk to me before we get all off into the nitty gritty, man.
Um,
Ladies first, man. Chill out, man. Calm down, man. Let the lady go
I was literally about to suggest that, but go ahead.
first. She ain't even ready. Like, like most
No,
women, they never ready. Um, have you ever pulled up to a woman's house to pick her up and she was ready, Steve?
no, I had just enough time to like rebuild a car or a house, but
Okay.
she'll be
I
ready.
feel attacked.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm
You
just
know,
asking. You just asking. Okay.
shit. Maybe even to work a part time job by the time she
But
ready.
it be worth it. It be worth it. They look nice. They supposed to look nice. I said supposed to.
Okie dokie. So again, what you been up to, Ash? Talk to me. Tell us something good, man.
Man, nothing much. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. I say I'm bored, man. I don't be doing nothing. I'm a loner for real. So I'm either in the house or I stay in the country, so I mean I'm trying to get out a little bit and um but far as right now, I think the my age bracket of like men and women, it's a bit different for my liking. Um, even on like friendship levels. So just be staying to myself, just be about my money. Um,
It's
slow
rough out
motion,
here,
slow
ain't it?
motion.
It's rough out here, ain't it?
Hard out here for a pimp.
Man. Hey, hold on. Man, ain't that the goddamn truth? Man, it's
Yes.
so hard out here, man. You know, what you got for us, Mr. Truth?
Shit.
Hold the
Chilling.
camera up, man. Let me see, man. Why my boy ain't on? Let me see if I can get you a
Wait, can
better.
can you see me? Am I coming in?
Yeah, I can get you a little bit better, but that ain't. I want you a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I like that. I like that. There we go. You know what I'm
Cool.
saying? See the little baby
Chilling.
hairs. See your edges and shit now.
Yeah, I said.
That's what we want to see. Yeah, there we go. The edge.
um, chilling, man. Went to work today. Had to Had to get some supervisors together. Um, I mean, it was a smooth day, man. I work in dispatch today, so I ain't really do shit, man. I sat down, handled all of the building's problems. I'm currently being trained in this thing called Effort, where I'm learning the entire water system. And so after I learn that, and after I take the test from that, that's like $1 raise. So there's that. So happy about that.
That's what's up,
After that,
man.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
what's
it's
up,
it's
man.
it's going by smooth. It's a lot to learn though. A lot to learn.
Oh
But
yeah.
I mean, I'm chilling, man. You know, God put me above ground, for yet another day. Nigga don't have a lot of money, but everything's paid for.
We had to give a shout out to God. You know, that was
Yeah.
what that was for. Shout out to God.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Um. And he's good all the time.
all the time.
Yep. Yep. And
Let me turn my mic back on.
God bless the stream too. Of course, it didn't go according to plan, but guess what? I think Jay-Z said it best. You know, less is more, and nigga, is plenty of us. So, you know,
Talk that shit, man.
I mean, we here, we doing it.
You know, but you know,
What
man,
you
it's
looking at
just
right now
difficult.
is day uno.
It's difficult, man. You know, like man, like I say, man. You know, that's why great quotes like that was made, and uh, trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. You know, because people will type more than they can talk. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they so shielded by that phone. You know what I'm saying? You ever notice that somebody say something crazy in the text but wouldn't say that shit on the phone with you or in your
Yep. Oh,
face for that matter? You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's just a lot of man. You see a lot of stuff, man, on
You,
people on
you know how many
Facebook and
times,
they
man, I
going
told a nigga,
crazy.
man, to drop the Addy and never happened.
Yeah, so it's just crazy, man. You know, that's the same thing with this, man. You know, is real, man, and it's like it's easier to say that, yeah, I'll be on your show, I'll come on, and than to actually pull up and get this smoke, because it's smoke.
I I got something I wanna say regarding to that.
Talk to it.
It's um it's kind of like what my boss was telling me about everything what I'm learning currently. Don't overthink it. It's simple. Like the fear is just being seen. But I mean, take the camera out of it. I mean, and just be who you are, and it'll just flow naturally. I I'm just talking. I had no idea how tonight would go, but I knew no matter what, I was gonna have fun with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's always the goal. The goal is just to be yourself and have fun, because that's the root, thing about it all.
okay. Yeah, we got a guest. We can't see her, but we have a guest.
We do.
How you doing, to Monica? We can't hear you. We
I
want.
want to take the TA out of it and just call her Monica.
how
I think I
you
think
gonna
that
just
T that
how
that,
you
that
gonna
TA
just
is doing
rearrange
something
her
tough.
name, man? She could have took the TA out of it and just
Yeah,
posted
but
it at
I'm
Monica.
gonna do it
She
instead.
wants to be. She wants to be
No,
called to
too many
Monica, man.
syllables. Nope.
She wants to be
Uh
called to
uh
Monica.
uh
Give her the respect
uh
of calling her to
uh.
Monica, man. You
TA
got truthfully
Monica.
speaking, so you would like the respect of being called.
All right. All
You
right.
know what I'm saying? See,
I
that's
mean,
my
if
pit.
they if
That's
they
my
if
pit
they just
bull.
want to call me the first half,
That's
I'm
my
all
pit
right. All
bull,
right.
man. That's why I
Uh,
told you. That's why I got him, man. That's my pit bull. See, she got the little heart
Yeah.
right there and shit by her name, and she got a little jazzy with hers. Where she at? Tell to Monica we can't hear her. We're gonna give her a couple seconds though.
okay.
We'll say to Monica has rejected request to unmute microphone. Give her,
Maybe
she gonna
maybe
figure.
she just clicked in trying to view it or something.
Nah, she can't do that. We don't do that. She could have viewed it on Facebook or YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Think you
Okay,
spoke too
gotcha.
soon.
Yeah, nah, she probably trying to get her mic or whatever together. You know how sometimes we had to get our adjust our mics. Yeah, see, she back like she a soldier. Can't nah, you still muted and stuff. You trying to? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you got an iPhone because it seemed like it had that problem with all iPhones. Y'all got to go to some setting and turn on your microphone or something. I don't know if everybody
Shout
has
outs to
to
the
do that.
iPhone users.
No shout out,
Mm,
man. Android,
No, no,
man. We Droid,
uh,
man.
uh,
thick ass phone.
Oh wait, put it back
That's
up again.
that's my
Let me see
case.
it. Let me see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it don't matter.
yeah,
Put it back
I
down.
promise you it don't,
yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
Say,
Yeah, man.
hey, you remember back in the day when you used to could take like the phones apart? So like your phone will fall and they call that bitch a
Oh
three
man,
piece.
it used to sound like the old school fucking remotes. Batteries just scatter everywhere and shit like that. It
Phone
was so
battery
much,
over
yeah.
here, front
But
phone
don't
over
have a
here.
Nokia though. See, the Nokia survived
That bitch,
everything.
you can kill a
Yeah.
nigga. You hit a nigga with that motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's insta death.
Oh
You
God.
get lifetimes 4, and for no reason at all, you still got 20% left on the battery, even though it's been like 20 years.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Man,
that
I
phone
want
was
to, I want to
incredible.
see
You
her,
know what?
man.
Hold on, wait. Don't wait. Do the horn thing for the Nokias. Shout outs to the
Shout out
Nokia.
to No Kid, man. You know what I'm saying? He said do the horn thing for No Kid, man.
Shout outs
Yeah.
to the Nokias.
Tell her don't give up. Keep trying, Ash. We want her. We appreciate her trying. Tell
Oh
her
yeah,
don't give
Yeah.
up. Tell her
yeah.
don't give
I,
up like most women do marriages.
shit. God damn.
Did I say that? Did I
Who
say that?
said that? Oh shit.
Did
Who
I?
said that?
I thought I was muted. I thought I was muted. My bad.
But you know what though? On accident, can you say it again?
Oh.
No, I mean, now I will say that men really don't leave relationships. You got to do a lot for a man to leave a relationship. I'm talking about you can run a nigga over with the car. You put that
Oh
nigga
no!
inside the
All
car.
you gotta do is get that pussy away. We gone. I am.
Hold on. That's the
But
part
I
right
guess
there.
that's different.
That's the part right there.
Yeah, you can run me
Oh,
over. I come back in like, bang. You almost fucked the car. I gotta get this shit fixed.
Yeah.
You get that pussy away,
oh,
it's over. I'm done.
Oh yeah, man.
Ain't no double backing, man.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? That's our agreement. That's our agreement from y'all.
And it's an unspoken agreement.
No, it's spoken. Like, motherfucker,
he
don't
said
get my
spoken.
pussy away, and you can enjoy all of the
But then you
luxuries
can
of
have
being with me.
community dick though.
Not community dick,
Uh,
You know,
it ain't
maybe.
optional dick.
Yeah.
optional. You
Yeah.
got more options than your lady at the
No. The
house.
thing is not. It's not. It wouldn't be that a nigga just out here fucking. Community dick is you fucking everybody. Optional dick is that you have certain options.
No matter how you
That
dress it
might be
up.
available that you might seek and say, that's nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's our
Yeah.
that's part of our agreement of a relationship, man. When you get into it with a man, we don't care about. That's why we try to tell y'all we don't care about all of that other bullshit that y'all be. And I don't mean to say
Hold on.
bullshit.
You going into it.
No, that ain't even got nothing to do with we talking about. Like this is
I know. I
pre
know.
what we already done talked about. But it's
Mm.
like we don't care. We don't care about none of that stuff. We care. What we care about is what we don't want y'all giving away, and that's that. We don't care if we find out you gave a nigga some money. We'll be mad, but we might get over that. You get that thing away that I put my mouth on and shit. Oh hell no,
Oh yeah.
we ain't double backing after that. You know what I'm saying? Because when I fuck with my girl, we it's all the way.
You say
But that. I mean, that's one of those double standards, I guess. Because man,
It is.
you can go give it out to everybody. You just gonna come put it in the
Why
shower
you
and then
keep
come put it
saying
on.
everybody?
I mean, it's not just your lady though. It's not just your lady. It's other options.
One or two other females
So
ain't
you're
everybody.
not smashing the whole east side. It's just probably like, you know, 8 bitches on the east side.
You can't do it, man. You can't do it.
Nah.
Which leads us to our first topic. Okay, are you ready? You ready for this one?
Yep.
Where you at, Steve?
oh, you already know I'm here.
He came in that motherfucker ready.
Yeah, you already know I'm here. You kicking us off or am I doing it?
Which leads us to our first conversation. See, cuz you got to know how to lead them into the topic, bro. That's what I was doing. I was leading. I wasn't a
Cause y'all trying to set
which
me up.
I'm doing. I'm gonna get my Donald Trump on. You have to lead them into the topic,
Yes.
Mister Truth.
Yeah.
Okay, because she's such a lovely lady. She's oh
And,
my God, she's
and
so
it's
lovely.
such a
Well, look, give
wonderful
give
topic.
Ashley
It's
give
the best
Ashley
topic
a
of all
horn.
time.
She's so lovely.
Stop,
It's
Okay,
the best.
stop. Do it again if
okay,
you want to. Not
you
kidding.
know. So that's
Oh.
where this topic come from because women, I know me and Truth got totally different. We probably gonna agree with each other on our stuff, but we probably got totally different options. So I want to hear his first, and then I give him mine. And if he relates to mine, then I'm gonna just give him horns and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, "Yup, that's me." And then I ain't even probably don't even have to talk, and then we can save some time. So go ahead, Steve. How do you feel about women body? And we're gonna get your perspective on men's body counts as well because it matters to some women. Even though we feel like it don't matter as much as it matters to us, but we'll get to that. So go ahead, Mister Truth.
Gladly. So first things first. It's always gonna matter to man. It's, I mean, it's no other way of looking at it. It's like, and I've given you two both this, man. When I talk to y'all individually, it's like having a felony. I mean, you can be one of the greatest workers to known the man. In terms of the position that you seek, you won't get that, but you might end up being a janitor, and you got to be comfortable with that. Now, leading into it, um, like imagine this, right? It's a bit of an extreme, but like to anybody who's had a bunch of siblings taking a swig of the pop and shit like that, man, you passing it around. But now imagine that ain't family. Imagine that just a bunch of niggas, or something like that, and everybody, man, just backwashing and shit like that. Well, I don't know. You gonna feel some type of way about it because it's like I don't want that shit, man. It's been on your mouth, and that's just how we gonna view it. So
You look like you got something to say, Ash.
I mean, I do. I mean, I'm not gonna say I fully well, I don't disagree with you. I know that's something that men it matters to. Now I'm one of the women that body counts with men matter to me. I mean, I know men they're gonna sleep with a bunch of women. I mean, now dude, he just had sex with one, two women. I may side on because he don't got much experience and I gotta teach him. That typically don't work because me stepping in a role of leadership. I ain't gonna respect you. That's a different subject for a different topic, blah, blah, blah. You know, but it can't be, no insane amount. You not about to be in here and you triple digits and shit. That's absurd. But I know that's common for men. Men, I mean, y'all can go hit 20 holes in one day. I hope you don't, but I'm saying y'all have the ability to. Like men can go out and produce multiple babies in a day. Women, they can only go get pregnant once. And then you gotta sit down for how many months and blah blah blah. So yeah, I can understand why men have a higher body count, but me personally, I don't want one that's too damn high. You got too much experience. If you ain't a rookie, you a vet, you an expert around here. That's a deal breaker for me, but that's just me.
Um, Interesting that you said those things. Okay, so I just want to throw in there. I'm gonna be real brief because I'm loving to hear you guys, and I like to hear But my thing is this is science and with my whole thing. Men have a with my camera. Men have a this. Women have a this. So we lose our stiffness with age. The more times you put this into this opens and expands and it loses its
That's not true.
value. Hold on, I didn't cut you off. Hold on.
Go ahead.
And it is very true because every woman's vagina doesn't feel the same or doesn't have the same grip that it has had in her younger years. So I've experienced women with high body counts, and they didn't have some grip on their shit still. I know about the little vinegar baths and shit, all that little bounce back shit y'all be doing or whatever. Cool, but why do y'all have to do that to bounce it back? So to even have to soak in hot water to get your shit back to where you want it to be means that motherfucker have been expanded. So the more women take this into that, and eventually it's gonna lose that grip. You know what I'm saying? And again, back to the thing that matters to men the most is that's what matters. So when we get with a woman having babies, so you telling me some of some women still had that same grip after having multiple men and having babies, multiple babies. That thing still the same.
Can't speak for everybody. For one, I just want to say one thing before I
Go
go
ahead.
anywhere, because you didn't drop some news on me. They do what? Do what? I mean, I know anatomy and women body is supposed to just it supposed to just go back, but I mean, I know they was out here sitting in baths and but hey, to each his own.
Yeah, that's
Um,
that bounce back.
um, okay, I don't think that's gonna do much of shit, but
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with the soakage. It was the vinegar for me. Like, huh? What's the vinegar for? So hey, and this is what I'm saying. So with that being said, and then it might not be nothing for every woman. That might not be a every woman remedy. But the few women that I have heard multiple women say that.
mm-mm.
And it all, if it's whatever it is, it's to bring that motherfucker back. So if you feel like that this is a remedy for bringing that motherfucker back, then that means that motherfucker got expanded. You know what I'm saying? And then you got niggas running up in that motherfucker with half of legs and shit, man. That shit. I mean, it's like, come on, now. When you put something, you know it. When you put something like this into this, it expand. You know it. So that's
Yeah,
why. That's
but
why
it's women who can
body
push
counts
babies
matter.
out, and they. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm getting your point if you're saying overdue, but if a woman can have a baby, and I'm talking about way bigger than any arm, but a baby is. uh, You're not telling me, and I'm talking about it all spreads, like it's spread from the rooter to the tutor. You're not telling me that it can go back, but a penis gonna just you blew out. Cause then that mean
A
having a
dick
baby
don't
gonna
get
make
blue.
you
How
blue
do a
out.
dick get blew out?
I'm talking about a woman's vagina. I'm not talking.
Exactly.
I'm
I
saying
mean, what happens? What happens with a dick? That mother nigga suffer erectile dysfunction. We got pills for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't nothing
don't
that a nigga
always
want to
work.
do. That ain't nothing that I want to have to be on. I don't have to be on none of that shit right now. Think, do I thank him for that? Like, is that if I thank God? Okay, yeah, he said I can. Okay, yeah, thank God for that.
You thanking for all the
So
good stuff.
yeah, I just don't. I be trying to. I be talking so fast. I don't want to be talking too fast. But yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, it's like it's a difference. It's a difference, man. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, a
Mhm.
man's sex drive, his sex drive don't be much because he done got tired. But for that new shit, that motherfucker be like these. You know what I'm saying? When you go on to the next nigga after I done pounded your shit out 1,000 times, and you go to that next dude, your shit ain't gonna feel the same as it did when I got it to him. But
And he
he
don't
don't
know
know,
that.
right? He don't know that though. You know what I'm saying? And that's what make y'all deceivers.
Deceivers is
That's what make
insane.
y'all deceivers. Because there's women that'll actually go soak their shit in vinegar to try to get their shit back to deceive even more. And then
But you
you
can't
got
put
some that won't even do
those
it.
women in the category with all women.
I said some women would do
You said
that.
y'all.
I
When you
said
say y'all,
some,
you
well,
grouping.
I know I said some. We got the clip. We can watch it back like we did the last one when you. But anyway,
Don't do
some,
me
because
today.
I just said some women will go through
Mhm.
that to deceive a man, and some women won't even put in the effort to do it. That's what I said. So I know I said some. You know what I'm saying? Just like one of the topics on here, I can show you how it was sent to me, and I can show you how I worded it. It said some men, because I'm real,
Mhm.
because all men, don't feel that way. But that's another topic, and we'll get into that later. But that's
Mhm.
what I feel about body count. I mean, it's some more stuff, but it's like, man, come on now. When because when you meet a man, like, let's just say, for fuck's sake, if men had sex with multiple women, then it shortens the hard expectancy of our dick. So each woman we get, like we'll look at y'all and say, well, damn, these niggas y'all fuck, y'all shit expand. Well, each woman we fuck, our shit lose a couple minutes of being hard. So if that was let's just hypothetically thinking, if that was the situation, would you want him, when
Mhm.
you meet a dude, would you want him with a halfway hard hookup? You want him to be full on go when he meets you, right?
I mean, yeah, but then again, every single one is different. Your last one may be like this, but then you might the one after that may be like this.
So you would
You
take a
can't put her on a pedestal of her. They had different lives, different activities, and things like that. So you can't.
you would take a good man who dick don't get hard.
No,
All right then. So it matters a
he
lot.
ain't got a fuck thing to do with me.
Exactly. That is, so it matters. You want, this is what men want in a woman. We want to, because if we get that shit and it's like A1, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit like A1, maybe she had like two or three bodies under her belt. You know what I'm saying? And in between them two or three niggas, she took like a year off from fucking with niggas and shit. She really preserved her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of beautiful. No kids, you know what I'm saying? That's beautiful. Like a motherfucker didn't have a
Mm.
human. A human didn't come out that motherfucker. So we know. Just by when you be like, damn, baby, you got any kids? She be like, no. Oh, my nigga already know that pussy probably good. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Truth? When you ask a woman and she have no kids, what do you think? What goes through your mind immediately after that?
I'm gonna think that she got that grit reaper. That's what I'm gonna think. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna have a whole lot more elasticity, man, to it. That's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna think.
Right, man.
Think that it's gonna make me tap out. It's gonna make me buy some shit that I ain't had no intentions on buying her after that. No, shit, it might convert me to being a Russell Wilson. Who knows? But I'll tell you what it won't do. If I do find out that she got some kids, oh, that shit is garbage. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Why you doing the horn?
Like
No, no, no!
it,
Don't
it's
repeat the horns.
like and
You irking me tonight.
if he's stroking your shit for hours on
Mhm.
end, stay with me. Trash.
Wait! I'm confused. Wait, what happened?
Yeah, facts.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah.
You just saying stuff and you ew. You know what?
Wait.
No, I
Hold on. Wait.
didn't hear him.
Hold on 1 second. Cause you ready? Get the horns ready. Trash. There,
What's trash?
there.
If she
he
got
said if a
kids, that
nigga
means
Look,
if a,
look,
he
look,
trash.
said if a nigga
listen.
hitting your shit for hours.
Let me explain it to.
Oh, I mean, I agree with that. If you gotta be just,
Let me
yeah,
let
you
me.
gotta get out of it. It's whack. But I got a
Hold
different
on. Hold
viewpoint
on.
on what y'all said about the women with no
Talk,
kids. I got a
talk your shit.
different perspective on that. I'm not gonna say it's anything different because yeah, it is. They don't got no kids, but me personally, I feel like a woman with kids is like a man. A man, you got experience. You know that thing good. Why y'all looking
I,
like
I,
that? So you telling me that
We
I
know
got
that thing was good.
I got this one because
was how was so you
I
never
got it.
you never had sex with a woman who had kids and her sex was good?
I
Exactly.
got
Rest my case. What are we talking
I got
about?
But
no,
but
no one
I
answered.
but I can say a woman with I feel like the women that I did have sex with no kids, sex was better.
Oh, facts.
What?
Hold on, wait,
I mean, one
let
is
me
good,
explain.
That's
one was
preference.
better.
Let me explain something to you.
It's a
I
different
got
that motherfucker different. This
I
this
I got
look
I got
this
it. I got
this
it, cuz
this 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 women with no kids. This women with kids.
I cuz I got you. I got you on this one.
No.
Let, let me explain something
Because
to you.
go ahead, because I got something to say after you.
Let
Go
me
ahead, brother. Fired up tonight.
You may have had a vagina your entire life, but you've never been in a vagina. Let me go ahead and school you. If this is how we know, and I mean, and it's just proof. I mean, it's like a rose when it has the most life when it's enclosed. When it blooms, it has the least left of life left to it. Not something I came up with. It's a thing called biology. But
But
we
okay, so
hold on, no, no,
go
no,
ahead, go
no, no.
ahead, Steve,
I
because I'm
got
I'm. We
hold on,
need
no,
buttons in
no,
this motherfucker.
no, 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 no more locked doors. Gracias. Listen, you know it's good from that initial slide in as a man. When after the head and got in there and you inching the shaft in, if he ain't cussing already, this ain't even he ain't even got to giving you the premium pumps yet. He ain't even did that. That slide in lets you know everything. And the only way you're gonna get that reaction out of him, it's gotta be tight. Now I'm not saying that Kiggles and exercise and don't get it back together, but it's already proven that the same elasticity that it had before you have kids is tighter. You lose that no matter what after. You can look this up in real time. I'm not lying to you. And so, yeah, I have hit.
I disagree with that.
Hey,
I dis.
well, you take it up with um every female doctor. You can ask your gyno.
All right, ask your guy. No, right.
You can ask them. You can
Shout out
ask
to the guy. No,
any urologist as well. You can ask that as well. It's it's not about it's just about how the body works. It's like prime example. As you get older, your skin loses its elasticity because you're aging. Now you can do well to slow it down, but you're not stopping it, and that's just what it is. Now, uh, trying to get because I feel like we deviating a little bit, but I want to give my take, man, on the topic. Um, Men, why body counts, right? And I already shared this with you before, girl, but for the sake of the stream, I'm going ahead and say it again. Um, from a biology standpoint, women and here's that magical word, oxytocin. Women release that no matter what. And this is with man or woman. That's the bonding chemical. That's what allows you to fall in love. It helps you to fall asleep. Mothers have it for their kids. And this is the key ingredient to bonding you to your forever partner. But the problem is that we like to remix and remaster everything and try to make stuff mean a different thing, kind of like the rainbow. We know what God intended that to be, but we know what the LGBTQIA 1, 2, 3, 4 community man thinks. But after you have done it with I mean, really more than one is multiple. So each person, oh, Ash, I think you're going to like this one. Are you ready? Your chances of pair bonding with a person, with each person that you sleep with, goes down by 15 to 24%. That's huge. Now, here's the thing, right? When men do it, and I don't know if you're ready for this. And again, look this up.
I'm ready. She not ready. She over there sound like she sneaked this and this on mute.
I mean, she can.
Yeah,
Now, now
we
Ain't
don't.
nobody sneak this in y'all. I'm just
Yeah,
waiting on
I
my
don't.
moment. I told you I'm
eh,
fired up. I still got
now,
something to say
now,
2 points
Well,
ago. Go
where'd
ahead.
Monica
Ash,
go?
Ash. Now
She gave up. She gave
Oh
up like
no,
marriage,
we
huh?
you
about to
want to
get to
you want
Monica back up in here.
She
Don't
gave up
worry
like
about it.
marriage, huh?
to know something funny, Ash?
Not like
Want to know something funny?
y'all did this tonight. I'm convinced y'all ran everybody off so y'all can do me like this. I'm
No, we
convinced.
love you. I
Of
do.
course not.
Oh,
Uh,
I love you
whatever,
too,
You
man.
know what I'm saying? You
whatever
my
don't kill
dog.
you make you what? Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
you
so
my
get this.
people.
So a man can do it, and he can sleep with multiple women. Now, here's the unique part. That word again, oxytocin, right? He only
Mhm.
releases that if he's in love with the woman. So this tells you two things. This means that number one, sex isn't strong enough to make us fall in love with you. That's one. Two, everything outside of sex is what's going to bond him to you. Now, men may enjoy it a lot. This is true, thanks to testosterone.
That's right.
This, but that doesn't suggest that the actual act is enough to have him hooked on to you. And this is, of course, we get things misconstrued because we see it all of the time on TV or the internet, and we keep forgetting, man, how God actually designed this whole thing. And so you're not escaping man biology, no matter if you go under the knife or not, or if you try to take pills or not. So when a woman does it, she's less likely to be, I won't say feminine, but because of the trauma that she will go through with these different partners, she won't be as feminine. And she won't be able to even tell who her forever partner is. Therefore, her past and her body count is going to matter to a man because he may need you to be super soft and delicate, but now you done had your heart stumped on, trampled on, you'd have been lied to, you done probably caught chlamydia, man, from these niggas and shit like that. And now you have zero trust. And so now, and let's be honest, I speak to the majority, not the minority. Now, what the women that's left, they're not getting therapy whatsoever. They're talking to their friends and they're putting it on social media. Hey guys, if you was going through this, what would y'all do? And that's not fucking therapy. You're still broken. And so now when you get with, with the dude, you don't even know how to fucking treat or keep him. And he'd be like, damn, bitch, so why you acting like this? And be like you man, and then they typically lump them all in the same trick bag. And so from a man's perspective, that shit counts.
Yes, it does.
However, on the flip,
No.
and a woman cares about a man's future because she cares about stability, being protected, and of course, she want him God fearing. So it don't matter what his past looked like. If he's going somewhere, if he
Oh,
can eliminate her ability to worry, and he's taking care of, like,
no
because
settling.
always talk about the 50-50 shit, right? And he can take, oh man, she don't care, man. If nigga, you could have robbed the Pentagon, you could have beat all kind of bitches. You are a man of God today, and you well paid.
Says who?
Oh
If you used to beat bitches back in the day, I
yeah,
don't think you gonna beat bitches in the present and in the future, and you ain't about to beat me. No, there's no bitch you would.
that nigga's a man of God, and he well paid. How many chicks you think go?
Man, I got nothing. Like you said, felony.
I
It's
ain't
on
saying
your record.
felony.
It's on you. Once or something, you always is it.
Okay,
I,
okay. Let's hold on. Wait.
I
I'll
don't come
I'll
up with the
entertain that.
rules. I just
I'll
enforce it.
entertain that. Let's say the nigga does have a felony, but let's say he a genius and he created his own business. So now he making over 100K a year and he filling out a 1099, but he got a felony. But he getting
That's different. I mean that's different. That's like with jail. Some people deserve to be rehabilitated with the world. Some people deserve to stay locked up.
Ash.
Maximum security.
Ash, how many? I'll give you a good example. I'll give you a great
Hmm.
example.
Hmm.
Look at Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Now we ain't gonna say why he did what he did to Rihanna. We ain't gonna do that. We're gonna say
Oh Lord.
no. Beat man. Listen, he Donkey Kong the bitch, and guess what? His fan base may have dipped, but look at him now, Ash. Look at him now. Look at what he's charging for a picture. Look at how many homes this nigga done broke up because a chick that went on stage and tongued this nigga down. I mean, whole marriages have folded for this nigga.
Hello.
Matter of fact, every tour that he goes on, he sold out fucking Ford Field. Do you know how hard it is to sell out Ford? He sold that out. And he's about to do a tour with Usher, another nigga
Going.
that be breaking up homes and shit like
Look,
that.
what she
Going.
say? Going.
Yeah.
Going.
But guess what,
We'll
Ash?
be going.
Guess what? Usher
I
was,
know. I'm
known, man, to, cheat.
somewhere.
It's supposed to be the rumor of him having a venereal disease. Guess what, Ash? They still going. And it don't matter
Got
because
the venereal disease.
they satisfy two of the most important qualities:
As long as it ain't breezy.
financial stability and protection. She ain't got to worry for nothing. and they going. And this kind of speaks to you that certain things can be forgiven from
Different strokes for different folks.
but majority versus minority. You
Mm.
sound like you fall into the minority. Sadly, this don't go for you in that category. But if you look at the whole pie graph, and you see the large majority, man, I'll tell you what, Ash. If you look up what he sold, like during his concerts alone, because I tell you one thing,
Hmm.
we ain't supporting
Hmm.
shit, man, that we don't love as black people. All,
The
but
nigga, the
Yeah.
nigga
black
damn near made
going.
more money taking pictures than selling tickets.
And he sell them bitches for 1,000. I'm talking about they be like, grab my ass, pick me up, tell me, fold me over.
You're like,
You
that's going to
gotta
be
do
Hey,
all
extra.
that
It's going to be
shit.
extra
hey,
five
hey,
hundred
hey, hey,
dollars.
hey, you think they saying I ain't about to pay
Mhm.
for that? That nigga beat up Rihanna. Oh no, they ain't doing that. They like, bitch, look, I didn't just work 12 overtime days. I'm ready.
They like fuck Rihanna. She fumbled the
Yeah.
bag.
They was like, thank you, Donald
Hey, my
Trump.
cousin
You know,
said that's that bitch
go to the
problem.
Right, she fumbled the bag, girl. Fuck that. He wouldn't have beat me.
yeah.
Dog, that's insane.
No, that's
Yeah.
real.
Girl,
That's
girl,
real
girl.
shit.
I'm about to get these toes done. Watch how I put these feet, man, on top of that nigga neck. Look at this. Yeah, no, Chris, go ahead, hike me up. And they
Hype me
go.
up.
I can
Hype me
see that.
up.
Yeah. And you
Yeah,
know that's
no,
why
that's
you
real
laughing.
shit though.
You know it.
And
You know
that's why, and that's just like you said earlier, how a nigga can go out and fuck 21 minutes. For one, no. No. No, 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 no. I don't know where. I think like after my fourth, maybe if I can get a fifth, even in my younger years, maybe
In a
five.
full 24 hours?
Yeah.
oh oh no. By the time you get to number 4 or 5, man, she getting gummy worm.
That
What
motherfucker dick.
are you
That
talking about?
motherfucker ain't
That
even
shit
spitting out shit.
throughout a whole
Throughout a
day.
whole day after
How long do you think
after
that
about your
take to
fourth nut,
replenish?
fifth nut, your dick
How,
doing this.
how, wait, do you know how much energy that takes out of you?
That bitch coughing. That motherfucker ain't doing nothing.
Why you
Y'all saying
Ain't
that
shit to
because
skeet
y'all
out.
are older now, but
No,
I'm
when my
pretty
young,
sure.
I had a dick
hold
when I
on?
was young.
Listen,
Yeah,
just
I
because
hope you do.
body wants pussy, the dick is like, oh, no, we still in timeout. I, I don't know what
But
you talking.
okay, okay. I'm just saying. Say even if you do every other hour, you got time in between.
Do you
Y'all,
do you
It don't
know how
work like
nut
that.
works?
It don't work like that.
Do you
y'all act like
you know how long that shit takes to refill in the
listen.
testes?
Because if I had one of them bitches, the first thing I'm doing is putting on a bitch forehead. Tell me what you're thinking about.
So what? So you understand why we terrible? That's what I'm saying.
It's go later
Y'all
comfortably
see,
like a
y'all
baby.
they secretly jealous of us. They want dicks,
I'm not
and
gonna lie, I definitely do.
I know,
I
and that's what
definitely
it
do.
is. Shout out, hey,
I know the dudes
Boy,
with dick,
I'm talking about if I had it lock me up. I'm talking about what, bitch?
dicks, dicks, dicks in the house.
Go to the dicks. Like,
Shout out to the
oh
dicks.
shit, I don't know what y'all do with them motherfuckers. Like me personally, with them bitches, like if
Listen,
women can have dicks for one day,
do
I'm in
ass.
that bitch dick fiving with my bitches all day. What's up?
Man, listen. The ability to stand up and pee and then twirl it around and shit like that. Oh, that's
Oh,
you
speaking of
spell your
standing up and
name.
pee,
You
oh
ever spell?
yeah.
listen. So I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
So I know me and y'all stand up and pee and all that good stuff. Why y'all think just jiggling and putting it back in your pants is enough? Why y'all don't just take a little bit of tissue and just dab the tip?
Hold on. How about I do both?
You know what? Teach a class. Teach these young men out here.
My auntie, hey, shout out to my auntie for that. Cause I remember she handed me some tissue. I had to been like 8 or 9. I was like, what am I doing this for? She was like, so you can wipe. I was like, but I ain't got what you got. I couldn't say the actual word. I was like, I don't have what you have. But I later on found out, and I only found this out when I started doing my own laundry. I started smelling my drawers. I used to be like, why do I smell like piss? What the fuck is going on?
Oh Lord.
Oh, and so I started doing that. And so now I don't smell like piss no more. But ironically, though, most men don't do that. But yeah, I
You
mean,
got to tell me.
shaking it. I mean, y'all have a short urethra. We have a longer one, so that's the reason for the shake. But yeah, you are still
And
supposed to.
I got another question too.
What up?
Go ahead.
Fired up with the questions because yeah, I think y'all should wipe the tip. And then also, because I see it in a lot of men.
When he's
Why a lot of times y'all going to do y'all thing and then y'all flush the toilet and bounce?
I
Like
know.
y'all don't, because y'all be like, I ain't touching nothing. You got a piece of dick on this part of your hand. Yes, you do.
You said
You so
what?
you didn't touch
Oh, I missed it. I missed it. What? You said they do what?
men. Men don't wash their hands. Like I've met some men, like younger, middle age, older, not just like relationship or nothing. I've seen men, they go use the bathroom, come out real fast, hands ain't wet, they ain't wash their hands and they just going about their day.
Oh, that's simple.
Now you see why I'm real big on the some word. You see how when you
Yeah.
said men don't wash their hands and we both looked at you funny and it wasn't rehearsed. We both looked like
I ain't even. I didn't even know you did that because I didn't even look at your screen.
exactly.
I didn't even look at your screen.
You know, no, I just I'm
So
looking
y'all
at
telling me
her while
y'all
she
both in
talk,
here.
but I seen your head do a little like
Well,
what like.
So y'all saying y'all both
in
out
this
here
area,
dabbing tips and washing hands.
I'm a tow truck driver. Look,
Listen, no. Because looks can be deceiving.
they can.
If we all get up right now, go to the bathroom, and we put a little soap on our hands, a little water, and we just scrub for a minute, it's going to drip dirt. Why? We didn't touch phones, doorknobs, keys, remotes, all type of stuff. Man, and you grabbing your dick when you're pissed.
I wash my hands more than once.
Yeah, I haven't really touched anything since I washed my hands from the last time I
Right.
touched my shit.
But you touched your phone and all type of stuff. You touched the doorknob. You touched the. I can't even say the word, but that bottle of alcohol you had.
You said dirt, not germs.
Oh, I meant to say
Right.
germs. I thought I
So
said germs. My
I'm
bad.
telling you
I
right
thought
now,
I said germs.
if I my hands right here, if I touch that bottle right now, my hand gonna look exactly the same because there's no dirt on it. Now, it might be a
But
germ. It
only
might be a
germs
germ on
that
it.
makes your hands dirty.
It might be a germ because you can still have clean hands. Go down there, wash your hands, and 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 you can wash your hands right now, touch your dick, and then wash your hands again, and won't no dirt come off of it, but you'll still have a germ.
I can literally rub my dog right now. Had germs on it. Touch my dick. Show you my hand. Oh, oh my God! It must be magic.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
you know. But I, but the germ factor, yeah. And I mean, and most dudes don't, and apparently most females don't because, well, you know.
She sneak dissing us. She on a whole nother podcast.
No. No. So no. I'm
Where's
sitting here talking to
Tamonica at?
y'all.
That's who she over there talking to Monica.
Where is she
You
at? It just didn't work. Gave up.
no. Okay. So the thing was, she was trying to watch it and not. You just can't wait to do that. Hey, give me a soundboard.
You gotta get one.
I'll be over
I
there
can't
like.
get you one. You gotta get you one. You gotta get you one.
Hey, how much
Because
them
no, but you
bitches
know what
cost?
though? If you download it to, if you do it on like a computer, you might have one. I don't know. I don't know it from your end, but if we working from the same, I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that for you. Okay. I'm gonna see.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because I need some sound effects over here.
Yeah, but you should be able to add them, download them to your phone, and then when you hit them, you just, you know what I'm saying? Try. See if you can download some sound effects to your phone. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, we off that body count shit, man. What about what's the next one you want? Let me see. What else? What else we want to go to this?
Put up a
Since
good
we
one.
kind of we was
You
kind of
go
in
to
the same ballpark as this. So let's go there. And it's interesting because I want to know more what Mr. Truth meant in depth about sexual boundaries and consent.
Got you.
So can you get the ball rolling on this one, Steve? Ashley, you follow up with whatever it is that you got to say, and then I'll be last.
The truth.
Okay.
All
Because this
right.
was one of his questions, so I want him to go on and introduce the topic.
All right. Well, sexual boundaries and consent. It's a lot of times, we whether it's a partner that you just about to meet or somebody who you already been, intimate with, man, for the entire time. A lot of times we don't talk about it like what we want to do sexually before the actual act begins. So it's always good to have some type of conversation if you want to try something else. Like, I don't know, I may want you to pull it out, man, on while we on I-75 and get the, gnawing on that shit like a ravenous dog, But if I don't tell you and I just whip it out, you know, can't be upset if then you know, decline. Then of course, man, it's for all of my men out there, these days you gotta protect yourself. You gotta give consent. And sadly, and this goes to everybody who watches this shit, if she is under the influence, and I repeat, under the influence, anything that she consents to, null and void. So I can't say how you gonna be able to kind of get around them shits. Because if she want to hit you, man, with that charge, she could technically. She could. Um, so it's always good to try to get some type of consent, you know, before, during, and after, and that's just so you can be able to protect yourself. But it's good if you are the experimental type and you're like, you know what, man, me and her been having sex, man, for a minute. I think tonight I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in her ass. I'm gonna just do it. I'm going for it. You know, that motherfucker keep winking at me. This, this is it, man. Let me get that Astro Glide out, man. Like, I'm ready. She don't know it. She gonna feel some pressure though, but
Bro, you almost
be,
killed me, bro.
so it's good to be able to have these conversations, man, because you want it to go your way. Don't get me wrong, we like to just be in the moment and we like to go with the flow. But I think in this day and age, no matter what, it's good to be able to talk about that shit. That way you don't get
Yeah.
disappointed or you don't get rejected. And if you do get rejected, you got enough time to kind of process that. That way you don't let that fuck up with what she is gonna give you. So that's my take on it.
All right,
Go ahead and
Ashley,
take
before
it from
you
there.
go, let me ask you one question, Mr. True. Tell us your wildest sexual experience. And you can take a second to think over it. You can take a second to think over it. I know it's probably been so many.
I will say this. This this is the one I can remember, right? This is the one I can remember off top. I remember when I first conquered a girl's whole family, but I knocked down at least four in one day. So it was it was the older sister and her friend, and so they was down there. My boy was down there too, but he said something stupid, man. So he ended up leaving or whatever. So got head for one, and start hitting her. And then I went to the other room, and then the friend, I was like, where did my boy go? Oh, he left, and so she was with it, and so the other one was kind of like, in and out of sleep. And I'll never forget this shit, man. Listen, because she used to be a wrestler, right? So she picked me up and put me in her mouth, and I'm like, shit, I'm like 2 feet taller and shit, man, because she got me up, and then she like laid backwards, man, like she was doing a tombstone, and I'm like, I got my whole pelvis on her mouth and shit like that, man. I'm full weight, and so that happened, and then later on, man, in the evening, it was one of their cousins. She ended up twisting me up, so that happened, and then last but not least, the girl who I really wanted out of the family, for whatever reason, man, her boyfriend did something stupid. I think maybe he cheated on her. So she was crying and I was hugging her, and I just knew I was dry. And then next thing I know, I see the bra come off, and I was like, okay, you know, I was like, God, give me the strength for this. The strength for this one. I ain't gonna lie to you. It took me a minute because it was gummy worm, man. But as we went through it, slowly I started building the momentum. And so I was able to do that, man. And to this day, I think that marks one of my greatest triumphs of all time. And it was on accident. I just woke up one day and shit happened. So that's me.
All right, all right. Well, Ashley, it's your turn, man. That was a very interesting story. I appreciate that. We'll give him another round of applause for that, man. That was a good,
All
nice
right,
little
yeah. So,
story time.
I mean, I agree with you, brother. Definitely. I think that's something that's not talked about. It's kind of like seem taboo nowadays to talk about sex before it happened because a lot of people want to live in the moment. But great reference. Have either one of y'all seen 50 Shades of Grey?
Sadly, I
Like,
haven't.
you gotta watch it. It's like three
I gotta
movies.
watch it.
Okay, listen. So I love that idea. Unfortunately, I've never been able to get into a situation like that. But it's the guy, like, they talk about it, they have this meeting and they put it all on the line, like, okay, this is my do's and my don'ts. These are safe words. Nobody has safe words. You, like, if it's going bad, like, saying, oh no, you fucking it up, stop, 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 that's gonna fuck up the vibe. But if you hear your bitch in there because you going a little too deep, and a bitch be in there like, oh, microwave, pineapple, pineapple, you gonna be like, all right, to slow it
Fuck your
up.
microwave, man. I'm using
No, okay.
it.
Funniest shit, I got that from my homegirl. She came up there with her dude. And I'm like, why microwave? She said, because that's some weird ass shit. That's gonna make you stop. Microwave. Microwave. But yeah,
Shout
so
out to the
I mean,
microwave. Shout out
Shout
to the
out
it's
to the
really
microwave.
good.
microwave.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with that, and then and I also definitely agree, and I think Steve said it the best, far as consent, because yeah, we can give consent, but we can also, like, we can withdraw consent. So if somebody is under the influence, that should be a no go, because that can get misconstrued. And all a woman got to say is, I don't remember. So then that can put you in a whole different category. So you stick with consent, you can save yourself in the end. So yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead and say your
Well,
piece.
you know, I got a question to ask you too. A little story time from Ash. You know, a little story time, and we'll give you a chance to think about it too, because you know you probably had so many.
Hit the horns. Hit the horns
No,
now.
I ain't had that many. No, okay,
No, no,
so
I'm not asking you the same question.
oh shit,
You know
damn,
why? You know
fuck,
Hold
why?
on, wait.
Because she
why?
Now,
had
if you hold on, wait. Now,
no,
if you
because she
want
had
to
time.
share it,
She had time to think about it.
if you want to share it,
I don't.
yeah.
No,
No,
it's this
I mean it was in the
trifling.
same ballpark, but I was gonna ask you where was the most, where was the most romantic setting or place or time or whatever it was that like I guess would be like the kind of most romantic um thing a
Um,
man did for you before you let him smash.
okay, so that was Valentine's Day. Uh, I mean, we had a whole lot in our little household. So once we got everything situated, like he got all the kids down, everybody bathed, ate, um, and he decorated the whole entire house. I mean, I had gifts. It was like shoe, 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 perfume, 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 and everything spelled out what you felt about me and blah 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 detail. And then yeah, my man, I let him crack. Yeah, to answer your question, Steve, no, I don't, because some of my stuff is a little bit different than your stuff. Now, I have not had sex with more than one person at one time, but with my man, I done done some stuff. Um,
I heard this from a woman. I ain't gonna say her name. I heard this, and she said that every woman wants to have sex with two men at the same time.
no, I'm lazy. I ain't sucking and fucking.
She said if a girl say different, then she was
Mm-mm.
lying. So she said you a liar.
No, because I never
I
even had
have
a
heard that
threesome. I
same thing.
can't have sex with more than one person at one time.
No, listen.
But
It's not this like all more off the window. This like if you can if in the perfect world of your world, if and
I still wouldn't in a perfect
well that's
world.
that. Well I'm just saying because I don't want you to think that
I'm talking about put me on my head like a
like
little
I mean
person.
it's
I
a
can't
fantasy.
imagine that times two.
She wasn't saying it like this was something that well I don't know if she
You
probably
want
would,
what?
but she's saying it in a aspect of a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like you know shit. If I can fuck with a certain celebrity, you know what I'm saying? It's all a fantasy, so it's like just make believe. So it ain't like no morals or no judgment involved with you know with your fantasy. You know, it's just something that she said a lot of she feel like a lot of girls fantasize is that you know they would you know. So that's that you know.
Yeah, so, yeah. Wrap that one up.
But y'all gonna
What
ask me
about
a question,
yourself?
huh? What?
Um, what's the wildest place that you've had sex?
I wouldn't like call them wild, but I ain't really you know what I'm saying like I didn't man. I done had a lot of little out in the wilderness, you know, and stuff like that.
Hey, nature lit.
So I wouldn't consider them like wild, but like I can say like the circumstances. Like I didn't got a lot of sneak like shit. You know, the motherfuckers was like right there where we should have got caught, but we didn't type
Hmm.
shit. You know, I didn't I didn't we didn't I didn't. It's a little what's that Burns Park downtown off Jefferson, and they got this. It's a big ass tree. So you know how like the tree is. You know they got the tree, but it's the leaves and all shit is it overgrew. It's like a little like when you go in the trees, it's like a little clubhouse up under there, right? So everybody be going in there pissing.
I
So
feel like you're lying.
I guess that probably is kind of wild, you know. And I walked. somebody in there because it was dark, it was late, so I was being there for
Wait, what?
safety. I
You
walked.
went in there for
I
safety
walked.
and you ended up
I
having
walked a
sex.
female. She had to use it. I walked
Did she
her.
go before or after?
What?
Did she go to the
Assuming
bathroom before or
before.
after?
Before or
Or
after
was
what? We did
or that was
it.
just to get you to go over there? I thought that you said she had to go to the bathroom. You walked her over there,
Look, now
and
you
then you
asking me.
was
Now you asking me to think years ago.
never
You
mind.
see
Just
what I'm
forget about
saying?
it.
I'm trying to tell you the story. You want to hear it. You wanted to get wilder. You want to know if I banged her after she peed? Like, yeah,
No,
I did. I definitely did.
no, because I honestly, the way you was telling the story, I asked because I thought maybe I don't know shit.
You wanted to
Like,
know if I banged her after she peed, and I
no,
did.
I didn't.
I did. Yes,
Go
I
ahead and hit the
did.
horns for yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna do that for you. You know what I'm
But yeah,
saying?
man,
I
Mm.
definitely
that thing
did.
had a little tart to it.
But it was
All
it
right,
was
I
it was
see you.
it was
I
wild
see you.
because it was like
Had a little
it
twang
was a
to
lot of
it.
piss smell over there because that's where
Oh
everybody
yeah,
pissed
I
at.
know it did.
So I'm like, but fuck it, shit,
Yeah.
we there. So I guess that would be considered kind of wild. That shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But it was on. No, we had fun, man. We was having fun, and you know, so that was that. But I'm definitely big on consent. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like drunk. I like it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like um because I done been in some situations where some girls like just laying there, and I'm like, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like my woman to be into it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like fucking corpses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So but I also feel like certain women do certain shit to certain men too as well. When certain women like certain dudes, then they don't go down to the law as they would. Like say like let's take what's that Players Club for instance. You know what I'm saying? And we'll we'll say what was her boyfriend name, Lance.
Mm-hmm.
That was the boyfriend name, and then the guy
Mm-hmm.
at the club, the one that was stalking her, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that was her favorite tipper, the one that was she always danced with the little dark skinned dude. So you go out on a date with the little dark skinned dude, and you get drunk, and you laying there, and you like shit, and he do it, and you wake up and you see that this nigga that got down on you while you was blowed. You more likely to go report that nigga than Lance. Lance was the nigga that you like. Something they'll wake up the next day and be like, "Oh, for real? You just gonna take advantage of me like that?" And you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. So it's about preference in a lot of situations too. Now, forceful, yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's a total no. But in certain, because I heard him say something about under the influence type. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what?
Because hold on, because most people before they even engage in sex, what they do, they drink, they turn up first. So to say that like a woman call you over and say, Steve, before you come over here, bring a bottle of Casamigos. Now if she laying there like this now, you know what I'm saying? And you walk up and you
Nah,
try to
you
insert
just
something
gotta
in her grill.
turn around.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like that was the consent there. She asked you to bring the Casamigos over. So if she like you, when she wake up the next morning, 9 out of 10, you not gonna have to go see the authorities. But if you one of them niggas that she didn't want to fuck, and she just called you over because she didn't have no Casamigos for the day, and you was the nigga willing to buy the Casamigos, but that was all that she wanted, and she ended up fucked up, and the nigga that she least likely to fuck with tried that maneuver, then his ass is grass. So it's a lot of preference and the consent too. And I noticed that, you know what I'm saying. Women, like you say, women will forgive certain shit when they like you. With Chris Brown, for instance, you know what I'm saying. So a lot of shit get turned a blind eye when a woman is really feeling you. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, my thing is, I know people that's been charged with and accused of the R word, and I feel like shit. None of the women that I ever dealt with would have ever played that game with me. So you like when you dealing with a woman, you gotta hurt a woman really bad for her to make up an accusation like that, because she can get in trouble. So, I be kind of looking at that shit close, like, man, motherfucker accuse you of certain shit. Like, I don't just automatically assume that, yeah, you did it, but,
Yeah, I can't
like,
hold my
motherfucker, you
phone.
gotta, like, I be looking like, man, like, I done dealt with a lot of women, and nobody never, I done made them mad. I done did some dirt. And ain't nobody never resorted to, you know what, I'm gonna say that nigga a child molester, or that nigga did this, or he did
But
that.
it also it got to be the character of the woman too, because a lot of
I
these
done dealt with some
unhealed,
nutballs.
yeah, like you
Look,
said, nutballs.
I done dealt with some of them. Like school, like True said, they got some of the best work. Shout out to the nutballs.
Yep. Shout out to the crazy
Wait,
man.
wait. So the crazy ones got that
Yeah, they
good
got
on
some of
them.
the
Yep. Oh
best
yeah.
work.
Oh yeah.
They got some of the best work.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know why. I can't give you.
Oh, I know. Cause I remember how you hit me with that. It was like, nigga, you know why? Cause,
Wait,
cause
so why
nigga,
is
like
that?
like prime
I would love
example.
to know that.
If you stay in the gym long enough and you working on your fucking crossover, man, and your jumper, eventually you gonna get cold. And they know they gotta have a good fallback plan, man, because well, they gonna cipher through like 17 different personalities in a day. And they know niggas ain't about to go for that, but I tell you what they will go for. Huh? Huh? They going for that grip reaper. They going for that. Oh, they going for that. So the second man you slide in, man, and you get the cuss and all of that, they yeah, they got you. And now she can act up. She ain't even gotta hide it no more. She like, I can finally let every last one of my
But
personalities out. Girls, get ready. We got this nigga. Oh yeah. I mean, so it's a good marketing strategy. I mean, you got if you cold at something, you know, typically, he gonna be going. And don't let you be the best he's ever had. Ooh, ooh, man. Cause you'll know that, man. Cause the nigga gonna tell you, man, he love you and stuff like that. He gonna be seeing, man, if you going to bed all time, like, all right, good night, night, beautiful. you know, hey, wait a second. We've been talking for a minute. Have you eaten today? Hey, he concerned about other shit. But yeah,
Hmm. Y'all, we're gonna move on to the next one, man. This a pretty good one too, man. This is the one that I said I put some men,
oh,
because it
this
is
is
some
something that you
men
can
that
probably
like that shit
yes, but Steve, go ahead and put your sentence out there. What is it? It's the majority over the minority.
versus
A
my.
lot more. Yep. Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Tell me out, brother. Um, a lot of we're not gonna just put how many, but men prefer women in their natural state. Men, real men, like women that have what women are supposed to have. If you want that thing to look nice, it's gonna have a little cellulite. It's natural. It ain't jelly, it's jam. Over something that a doctor put in your body and not it's stiff, it don't move, it don't do much of nothing. That goes to, but not just with bodies. That goes with makeup. A lot of men, they want to see what you look like because, and I heard, I think like my dad or my granddad said it a while ago, I should be able to, take my chick to go swimming. If I can take you swimming and you a totally different person, that's a deal breaker for me. So I got to see what you look like before you add on a whole different other person to yourself. Go ahead, brother.
Hold on, hold on, hold
Glad
on.
that you said that.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
cold
glad that you
blooded.
said that. Now I have the Uno reverse for you. So yeah, back in dad or granddad's day, that was absolutely the case. Now they make lipstick and makeup that survive all kind of water encounters. You can do this and the shit won't come off. And
Mhm.
and so it's like at that point, now what are you dealing with? You got to take them alcohol swipes, man, and just like hold on, before we go any further, because I need to know if you
You ain't
face
even gotta
fish.
do that. You gotta catch a woman when they first wake up. That's the most purest, raw, uncut. If a woman looks beautiful waking up, she's beautiful. I don't make the rules, just enforce them.
Me and
Go
Cuz
ahead, brother.
had a nice long conversation about that. But before I go any further, I'm gonna see what he had to say.
Um, I ain't with that shit, man. I don't like that shit. I think no, I've seen some that was done very well. I wouldn't have known unless they didn't tell me that they had it done. So I have seen some good ones, and it's just it's one out here that I'll be like, oof, man, But I got a lot of self control, But no, I'm kind of more into the natural. When I grew up, um, I used to like a lot of light skinned girls. You know what I'm saying? So
We all
it's
sadly.
hard to kind of hide blemishes in light skin. So like then when you was younger, when I was growing up, girls wasn't coming to school in elementary school with makeup on. So they was natural. Their hair was natural. And that's what I grew up in. So I grew up.
It's doing Tyzillions when I was getting older, so there's
Yes,
that.
it wasn't none of that. Like all of the girls that when I was growing up, they might have had ponytails or they had the beads in their hair, but their hair was natural. It wasn't all that weave and you know what I'm saying. So that's where. But I grew up, and I mean, we didn't grow up too far apart, but it was still like it was a lot different. When I was going to elementary school and middle school, when I got toward the high school, then that's when most of the girls was doing like the tie, like you said, Tizillions, and they started wearing a lot of weave and stuff like that. But it was still a lot of natural, going on. You know what I'm saying? It was like it seemed like the girls that was wearing the weave and all of that stuff, those was like the runners. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't really the ones that because they was in a rush to be grown women. They were in a rush to have a certain look and a certain sex appeal in middle school and high school and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But some of them had to do their own hair because they didn't have fortunate households to where their mom do their hair every day. So I mean, if you forced to have to do your own hair, then you're gonna do your shit how you want to do it. So I ain't gonna just say that it was totally, women was. Well, I don't want to paint the picture that women was wearing weave to be hoes and nothing like that. Like I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like in my statistics, most of the women when I was growing up, when they had that certain look and they weave and they was doing too much, they was fast. That was the word that we used to use back in the day. It was fast, promiscuous. So I grew up liking a lot of natural girls. Then I converted over to them black motherfuckers. Like I just had got this real passion for dark skinned girls. I'm like, damn, them dark skinned motherfuckers.
Horn.
Truth.
Do the horn.
Them motherfuckers is like,
Do
oh,
the horn.
that good black. I was like shit,
That
you
deserved
know.
multiple horns,
And then
actually.
when they did me dirty for so long, then it was like, well, fuck it, I just like them all. They all the same. So, but you know, I don't like I like natural though, man.
Team dark skin, man.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
man. I you know
We
I
tired of
like
you
a
light
black ass
skins.
woman.
Tired of y'all. It's too many, and
Love me a
y'all
black.
overrunning the world. It's too many.
But you know, it was a lot. It was just different, man. The times done changed so much that you know women don't even appreciate themselves. You know, it start with self. You know, and we gonna like what y'all display in front of us. So if you display this made up and unnatural female, then yeah, we'll like it for what we like it for. You know, but the with me, 'cause I can only speak for me. You know, the longevity of being with me is, you know, I like natural. You know, I like so, and I seek that. I don't really deal with girls that smoke. You know, I've had girlfriends that smoke, but I really don't. You know, if I could choose, you know, most of the majority of women that I call my girlfriend didn't smoke. So you know, you know I got my preferences. It's
As
not.
Ash takes a big inhale.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not. You know, she not my girlfriend.
No,
You
I know,
know,
I know.
I like my
He was like, you know
homegirls,
what?
my
That's fine
homies.
by
Yeah,
me.
you know, my homies. Like, yeah, you know, yeah, we gonna chief. We gonna have fun. We gonna do, you know, girls I'm out creeping with and shit. Yeah, I want them to blow all day. But when I go home, you know, I might want to quit. And if I'm my girl, she smoke, then shit, it's gonna be hard for me to quit, especially we live together. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but if not just that ain't the only purpose, Ashley. I had to I had to hit you with the whole. See, you got me on mute because you over there sneak dissing. Yup. Oh shit. Yup. Because you over there sneak dissing.
I promise you I'm not.
Yeah, man. You over there, but yeah, man. You know, y'all go ahead, man. Y'all can.
I'm about to say, like, you can move to the last one.
Yeah. We covered that pretty good. Yeah. He said he want to get to this. It's almost
Yeah,
time for us to wrap it up too.
it is. It
Yeah.
is. But
Well, I took a
I
nap
feel
Oh, we
like the
talked
earlier,
about
last
that.
one could be
so
a long
I'm gonna
one.
be up for a minute because I took a nap earlier. But you know, I'm gonna go in there and force myself to go to bed. I gotta get up, start this new week.
I feel like we got enough time for it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we would have to come back to it.
Well,
So you
I
can.
want to hear her perspective first on this one. Let's
Oh
give
yeah, yeah,
Ashley
absolutely.
let's get Ashley the floor on this one.
Oh, I mean, we talked about this previously. Actually, on here, I think like one of the first times I ever came on here. But I mean, me personally, because of what I grew up, because I'm one of the minorities, I grew up where my mom didn't work at all. Like whatever she did just because she was bored. It was my dad paid for everything, every expense that she can acquire, myself, him. He made sure the house ran smoothly. We always had food, household products. We didn't lack. He stayed at work to the point where my school thought that my dad like didn't exist because my mom was like showing up for everything because she had the time. So me personally, in relationships, I do look for a provider. Yeah, I come with my own everything and I take care of myself. But me personally, I like traditionally how it was originally done. I don't know why women fought to work. That's the dumbest shit that we could have fought for. Me personally, just speaking. Because if it was up to me, I would love to just run the crib. I know how to cook. I know how to, clean. Everybody I love is in this house. And it's so much that you can do just within your house. Um, that's a job within itself. So, I mean, I prefer the man you provide, you take care of the bills, and I'm gonna take care of you, and I'm gonna take care of the house. I don't, them 50-50 warriors don't come near me, please. If I gotta go 50-50, I'd rather just do it by myself. And some people may say that's stupid, but I'm looking for a roommate. I don't want no roommate. I want a provider who can take care of the house. Because if we're gonna go 50-50 on bills, I'm not gonna do all the shit in the house just because as a woman, that's my role to do these things. No, we're gonna 50-50 and do the laundry. We're gonna 50-50 and do the dishes. That's different. A lot of men would do 50-50 where the woman to pay the bills, but they not gonna do the 50-50 with all the other stuff. So that's where I do believe gender roles. Now I'm not saying men shouldn't know how to cook, because definitely know how to cook and do all of these things, but taking it back to how it was originally designed, women ran the household, taught the kids. Men went out, they hunted, they provided and made sure the house was together. And then going back to piggybacking for I think a couple podcasts ago, if an intruder come to harm everybody, I'm not gonna be like, all right, I'm a halfway. I'm gonna get this side, and you get this side. No, I'm staying over here, and I'm gonna look at the kids while you go handle business. So, but that's just me. A lot of women do it themselves, and they feel like, oh, 50-50 is cool. Me, no, I want the man like my dad and Paw Paw them.
Mr. Truth.
What?
Give me. I'm just taking in everything what you said. So currently, right now, at 11:54 p. That's how you. Uh-oh. Can I hear me?
Oh, yeah,
Can I hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Okay. So 11:54 p.m. April 13th, 2026. That's how you feel. Like you, if you had it your choice, like you wouldn't do 50-50, right?
I've always felt like that from being a kid all the way up until current present day. Um, I've always felt that way because
Got you.
again, I mean, I can talk about this all day and all night because of what I seen growing up. Now, I can't say what my grandma did, but I can say any woman that my granddad have been with, she ain't worked. He
Got you.
ran a crib.
Would you?
Granddad took care of everything, and my dad, he did the same thing, and the only woman he was with was my mom. So that's
Would
all
you?
I seen.
Okay. Would you accept a man currently that was doing 50-50? We know what you asked for, but realistically, I mean, would you go for a man that's doing 50-50?
No,
Interesting.
because I'm doing 100 by myself, and ideally, it's gonna become gender roles in a crib. Majority of the time, the women do a lot of the upkeep of the crib and this, that, and the third. We're not splitting everything 50-50. We're only splitting the financials. I can't deal with that per se because I'm not splitting those things down the middle. Because if we're gonna do that, let's split it down the middle with everything. We're not just gonna do it with the finances. We're gonna do it with everything. We're gonna do it with the cleaning. We're gonna do it with the upkeep of the house,
Okay.
inside and out.
No, no problem. Would you do 50-50 then?
What I do 50-50 then?
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's asking me the same question.
You said if we're going to do 50-50 in finances, we might as well do 50-50, man, in other areas, man. And you start naming off the household shit. Would you do 50-50 if he agreed to, like, all right, I'll do
No,
50-50?
because that's not my ideal man, and I'm not looking for a roommate. I'm looking for a partner, a provider, somebody to lead me and protect me. I'm not looking for a roommate. If that's the case, I'm gonna go get my homegirl. She gonna go stay in the other room and she gonna pay 50-50. And I know she gonna clean up after herself.
So,
Got you.
so
Got you.
where those list of
Let
things
me
come
let
from?
me ask you a few questions. You don't
How
mind.
you have a list
Let
if
me
you're not
let me
even
let
going?
me let me do that
Go
real
ahead,
quick.
Steven. Go ahead, Steven.
You just can't wait.
Oh yeah. I had to first understood where you stood at, because that was gonna change the dynamics of what it is that I say to you next. All right. Um so you want a man to go, full 100, and you want to be able to pivot back to, how grandma and grandpa used to do it. Okay, I got you. I want to ask you a question. How much do you think that it takes? And I ain't talking about high end. I'm just talking about just standard living. How much do you think that it's, and because you got a daughter, right?
Hmm.
Okay. How much do you now? Nothing additional. Just himself, you, kid. How much do you think that that takes, man, to support an entire family of three in 2026?
Oh, I know it rack up a
Oh no,
nice amount.
yeah, yeah, no. I
I
want
can't tell you exact
nice.
numbers, but I know it rack up a good amount.
I got you. I got
Continue.
you. Okay. So
Brewing.
on average, right? On
Hmm.
average. Now, I'm sorry. Before I go any further, do you want your daughter to go to college?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Um, is this a household that's having at least two vehicles? One for himself and one for you, or is it just one?
Um, Ideally it'd be two separate cars, but
Hmm.
circumstances don't permit, then one vehicle.
But if you had a preference, it would
Yeah.
be two.
Everybody got their own car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own car. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Is this a like? Do you see yourself living in a decent neighborhood? Like, if you can just, you know, somewhere white, picket fence, man, big house, maybe more than one bathroom. Do you see yourself? You
Hmm.
you do? Got you, got you. Not in the hood though, right? Got
What point you getting at?
He
hold on,
getting there. He
hold
getting
on.
there.
Do you expect to take trips like, yearly? You know,
Hmm.
got you. Okay, and okay, and on occasion, you like to look nice. You want some nice clothes and stuff like that. Maybe a few pieces of jewelry. Like, only if this is your ideal living, correct?
Hmm.
Got you. So everything that you just named off in order, and of course, I mean, there's insurance, because you got to have insurance on all of this shit. This man would need to make well over six figures. Six figures being 100K. He will have to make well over that. Now, I want to ask you this question, right? You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Um, I want you to ask yourself, what percentage of, I'm sorry, yeah, what percentage of men do you think makes that amount? If you just had to ballpark it.
I couldn't tell you that. I told you
Got
I
you,
don't know the numbers.
got you. Oh, one last question. You prefer your man to be black as well, right? Like, if you had a preference.
Hmm.
Got you. So 1%, one makes over 100,000. That's 1%. If you want them black, it makes it less than 1% of men in America that make that. If you want them straight and not T, it's even it's even shorter than that. So you're talking about maybe a tenth of 1%. And you have to ask yourself, if a man is in a position to make that, would you then be everything he's looking for?
Yeah.
because he's number one. He the number one draft pick. So he has the option to choose multiple women and stuff like that. And for a man to work that hard in order for him not to be able to do 50-50, and then of course with inflation looking the way how it is, like this would mean that he anything of what it is that he asks for. And you have to also look at what a man like that will possibly want. He will probably want you to be childless. And then on top of that, he will probably want you to already be in shape. Because again, the running thing is we speak to the what? To the majority and not the say what? The
Minority.
minority. And so at that point, he don't have to wait until you get into the gym, for you to to get that body right or whatever, he's going to already go to somebody who already got it there. And typically, of course, you ain't got to disclose your age, but I'll tell you one thing, you're not 18, are you? He will
Mm-mm.
probably want somebody 18 or somebody lower in age, which typically means that they're lower in body count and they're lower in trauma. Which is funny because that one topic actually brought us around back to the very first topic. But I digress. That's what that would look like, and those are the stats. Feel free to look it up if you want to. Now, I can tell you the benefit, man,
So let
on
me ask you this. So for even in today's economy, I'm talking about 2026,
gotcha.
April 14th, you telling me that it's only possible for a household to run smooth and efficient if it's 50-50, if both parties are working. Ideally in life, we don't typically get everything that we want. We could want things, we can have this dream, this fantasy, this ideal, but typically we're not going to have that. It's very much sustainable to live and maintain with a man working and providing for a household with the man himself, the woman, and the kid or the kids. Or do you
So,
not think that that's possible? A man have to only be at a very high status in order to do that. And then those men of those statuses, they're not typically looking for wives. They want to be fruitful. They want to spread their whatever. Men who want a woman who want to do things traditionally, they're not going 50-50.
so okay, I I'm just going to cut to the chase because I also see, we, time as well. Um, there's nothing wrong with an average man because typically that's what you're going to get. we I asked you what you wanted because I needed to know what bracket of man that would typically fall into. And so you're asking for a unicorn at that point with everything what we already talked about. It's like it's not impossible, but you it's almost like I don't know, one of us, man, getting with a top model or getting with a list actress or some shit like that. I mean, it's not necessarily impossible, man, but the probability is real low. But to the average man, I mean, it takes multiple sources of income to even make it now. And this is too many stats, like just with the women alone, right? To all my single independent queens out there. Do you know what the foreclosure on their houses is looking like? Yes, this is true. They are the most, educated, the most enrolled in college and all of that. However, they're the most depressed and they are going through the most foreclosures. And that's between both the years of 2024, 2025, and currently as of 2026. Of course, we are not even halfway in this year, but that's what it's looking like. So it's so much more beneficial to get everything done. Like you see what it takes, and you have one source of income, or you can have multiple, but you're one person. Having another income makes your life incredibly easy. So while we're talking about 50-50, it's really 100-100. We are both giving everything into this because where I come up short, you make up the difference, and vice versa. We can get a lot more done with both saving, strategic shopping, and working together as a unit. Yes, the man is still the head, not the tail. That doesn't change of the fact from that. But
How
you
not?
you
If we both paying the same
hold
amount
on,
in bills and doing the
hold
same
on.
everything,
Now you come from a Christian
go ahead.
Christian based household, correct? So wait, I need you to answer that first before I say the next thing. Christian based, correct?
Yes, I have. Go ahead,
Got,
Steve.
got you. And so the woman is known as the helpmate or helpmeet. Also, helpmate. So in whatever capacity that your person, needs you in, that's where you accommodate at. So if he's just so happened to be that less than 1% unicorn that you originally named off, then yeah, he might only need you to cook and clean and look beautiful and take care of whatever little prissy things man around the house kind of look like. But on average, most women, especially black women, are going to get an average man. There's nothing wrong with that. And yes, you will have to go 50-50. There are going to be some days that you simply don't feel like it. It could be that time of the month, man, where the estrogen, man, dips. You're in your luteal phase. You simply, it could be if she just had a baby because postpartum can last up to 2 years. Maybe her job, man, is working her to death. You know, maybe life is just overall hard, and now he has to, where you would normally contribute at least 50%, now he has to do 95, but together you both make up 100. So it's not just in money, as we once talked about, it's an effort. We are a unit. It doesn't take away from the fact of the man being the head. This is true. Like the order is God, man, woman, child. We're all in agreement to that. I don't think anybody on this panel is going to truly, separate man from the order and how it should be. But we all work in tandem with one another to make this thing work by any means. So we will give it our all so that we can do it for the sake of the relationship. We're all working for it. And so, yeah, we use the term 50-50 very loosely. But in reality, man, you giving it your all. And yes, that includes, man, the entire amount. Because two heads is better than one, two incomes is better than one, and we both should want the same thing. You shouldn't be with a partner and y'all ideas and shit like that don't align up with one another. I think that you can get a lot, more going when y'all both are aligned in y'all goals and purpose. That's my take on it. Anybody can feel free to double dutch in.
Well, because we winding it down or whatever.
Cause I can't hear you.
Hello? Yo? Yo?
Ooh,
Yo?
I can hear you.
I can't
Yeah.
hear him. Let me do
Yeah.
this. Look, wait. Don't say anything. Let me leave and then let me come back.
Well, I hear you just
Black
fine.
screen ass.
Wait, you can't see me?
Nah.
What about now? You can see me now?
Nope.
Oh wow. Hold
Nah.
on, let me see.
Ducking that smoke.
I'm not done. Oh, I'm not trying to see me. Oh God. Let me fix my camera. Hold on.
Can you see her, Steve?
I just came in. I can't see her.
Yeah. Did you see her before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't see you. The screen been black for me for a minute.
Yeah, I can see her. Ironically, I couldn't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah,
Well, that's all that's
I had to
important.
leave out and come right back.
Yeah, that's all that's important. Cool. All right. So,
Were you able to hear me?
yeah, I heard everything.
Okay.
Well spoken, man. I meant to give you one of these. Um, with me, man. Again, it's I'm more. Let me see what she about to do. Okay. Definitely getting the Jeopardy music after this.
Right.
But anyway, because we're gonna wrap it on up in a minute anyway. But I wanted her to the hear her. Give her another couple seconds. So anyway, um, with me, man, it's as I grew up a little bit different, man. My mom, she was at home. She took care of me and my little brother. My stepdad, he went to work. He took care of all of the bills, and so I'm kind of more traditional when it comes to that. And I'm like I'm on both sides. I feel like both point of views because we live in a different era now. We live in a 50-50 world now. So if that's more women want to be more independent than at home um, nurturers, and so it's like I have to adapt to that type of female because that's what most females they want to be now. They want to be work. They want to make their own money. They want to go on trips. They want to you know take on a lot of responsibilities. They want to be considered the independent woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I have to adapt to. But genuinely, I would want the mother at home with the cub as much as possible. When the mother is at home, the cub don't have to be around babysitters while she goes to work, and that invites um, predators. You know, you know what I'm saying. We already got to deal with our kids going to school and making it home safely from there. Because I was in school earlier today. I had to pick my daughter up. Well, I was supposed to pick my daughter up because she was sick and she was supposed to be going on a field trip. And it was taking them forever to find my goddamn daughter. And I'm like, I know y'all ain't lost my fucking baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so come to find out, she went on a field trip today. You know what I'm saying? So, traditionally, man, I'm with um, a woman being a nurturer, being at home, and I take care of, the functions or whatever, and you know, and whatever else, But like I said again, with the 50-50 shit, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? That's the new way of the world. So that's something that I adapt to. But I also think that's why I don't have a woman because, you know, women don't, I feel like the women I meet, I'm not gonna say all women, I'm blaming it on all women, but the women that I meet, they too independent. They wanna do my job too. And I feel like if you're gonna do my job and your job, then what the fuck am I here for? So, I think women need to learn how to let the man be the man and you be the woman and let me do my manly duties and you do your woman responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? If you want a job and you want to do 50-50, all right. If you want to feel like because most of the time, a lot of the time, women don't they feel worthless because some of that time of the reality set in that, well, damn, are we really only worth pussy? So I think that some women might come into relationships want to do things to prove that they're worth more than just pussy. So and we don't be giving a fuck, and that's where we tell them, well, I don't care about your degrees and this, that, and the other, and your credentials and all that. But I think that's why women try to use that, as a little light flex or whatever, or it might not be a flex, but they proud of it or whatever accomplishments that they got in life, and they want to feel like they bring that to the table because they want to offer more than just sex. So and you weren't even around in here, right? What I say?
I said I wasn't around here to hear I was agreeing with you. You
Oh
see me just come back.
no, but real
I love
brief.
starting.
No, real brief because I kind of agree
I
with both of
touch.
y'all because like
Hmm.
I said, I grew up around my mom raised me and my little brother in the same household, and my stepdad, he went to work and he took care of all of the duties around the house, the financial stuff around the house or whatever. So that's where I genuinely come from. I gave my reasons on why I would want my wife or woman to, be more at home with the children because there's a lot of stuff going on out here in the world. So I'm an advocate of, a mother being with the cub as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And just all this having to we got to find a babysitter because we both work the same goddamn shift, and you couldn't get on days, and while I'm on nights, so you got to work nights and I got to work nights. Now we got to send our baby to a fucking babysitter, and that ain't always a good solution because that opens the door up to predators and unfortunate situations. By your kid being in other, because you can't control what goes on in somebody else's household. One of their cousins might come over and spend the night and bring a kid that's a little older than your kid, and you know what I'm saying. Unfortunate situations occur when that baby should have been home with that mama at the end of the day. But like I also said too, I understand the 50-50 because it's a different era, and that's something that I have to adjust to because I'm more traditional with mine on basically because of how I grew up and watching my granddad be the head of the household, head of the family, with the family business and everything that we had. So, I grew up traditional, but now a lot of women want to show their independence, and where you came in at was where I was saying that I feel like a lot of women would want to kind of show some of the women that want to do the 50-50, because a lot of men feel like women only good for sex and babies and shit like that. So that would kind of make a woman feel like, well, I let me show this nigga I'm more than that. I got a degree. I bring this to the table. I bring that to the table, which we don't give a fuck about. But I can kind of see why a woman may bring some of these things to the table just to kind of show a little bit more value, in the 50-50 world. But that's my take on that. I don't want to spend too much time.
Well, I,
But I kind of feel both opinions though.
well, I got something I want to add to that real quick. Um, I was given a realistic standpoint. I mean, now we talking about what I would want to happen. I'm actually in agreement, man, with both of y'all. I mean, how I would want it because I see what a woman working 40 hours a week, man, look like. It's hard for her to be feminine. You know what I mean? Because she's taking, in reality, I mean, we normalized it, man, but she's taking on what a man would do, thanks to feminism, but that's a conversation for another day. Uh, She don't have too many opportunities, man, to be carefree and be able to give you the kind of time, attention, and care that you need. Of course, what the house may need and the kids. So I'm all for, the traditional roles. It's just that, I mean, I've been conditioned to, we term it as 50-50, but really it's 100-100. I mean, you're giving your all. But for the sake of the argument, I'll just say 50-50. I mean, I seen it and I seen that it can work. And realistically, I mean, that's probably what it's going to look like considering the tax bracket that you would need to be in order to be able to afford said lifestyle. The price of living is only going up, and sadly, so does the expectation of majority of women. But again, to the man who does provide that, he can kind of do whatever he wants, and typically he ain't gonna want most women who actually want it.
Well,
But
I was speaking realistically because that's what I bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? So when I was speaking, it wasn't from like a fairy tale standpoint. It was from a realistic standpoint because I
so,
got my own house. So any woman that I deal with, I already got my own house. I got 3 cars. So all of the stuff that you named when we was asking her about, we got multiple cars already. So I have that for my woman. I've paid 2 household bills, which I have multiple kids, and I was So what the thing is you have to work harder. You know what I'm saying? It can be done. You don't have to have your woman. Um, if you pick up her slack that you don't want her to have, then you'll have enough money to take care of that household, and she stay at home and nurture the house and make sure everything is straight, the dinner cooked and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying, like that. So
hey,
that's my because I work hard, as I work where I work at, and I do other things too as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a woman that I have to do that for, but if I did have to, then I will work harder. If that's the agreement that we have. Most women don't want to sit at home because they want to work because they have their own lifestyle that they trying to live. They got a certain look they trying to keep up. They got certain clothes that they want to wear, certain hairstyles, certain things, certain places they want to go, certain countries they want to travel to, stuff like that. So that's where they feel like, well, now that part of the game, I ain't saying that I'm gonna provide all the time, 100%. You know what I'm
well,
saying? I'm gonna
that,
provide the essentials.
that
Now,
umbrella.
if it went at times when I have it and we can go. Now, I might don't want to go on trips as frequent as you do, but I'm not saying that we won't travel and we won't do nice and fun shit on my salary. I'm saying I'm taking care of the main shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure your car always riding before mine. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't allow my woman car to be broke down and my shit running, and she got to catch the bus or she got to catch Uber and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure all of my duties is done, you know, the right way and everything. So that's why I say I was speaking from a realist because I do it now. I go through it now. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the person that I was doing that for,
Who's
you
she talking?
know. They couldn't handle
Who
it. They
you
fucked
tackling
up.
with over there?
Now they wishing that they had me still paying their bills and
Huh?
stuff. And
Who you laughing with over
so
there?
she sneak dissing. She on a whole
Not
other
sneak dissing.
she on a whole other
No.
podcast. So look, real quick before we go, man. I already told y'all, man. We had that little special part, man, of the show, man. That we must do, man. You know, I
Oh,
want to make sure.
oh.
Why are they doing it?
I feel
Hello.
like it's about to be some sound effects.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be some hella sound effects.
I heard
Hold on,
somebody
hold
put.
on. I want to give him a nice intro. Hold on, let me give him a nice intro, man. Give him a nice intro.
Somebody is a
Hold on,
goddamn.
hold on. We can give you a nice intro.
Shit.
Um, give you a nice intro. This is my boy.
Rochelle, son.
It's that second part of the show that
Rochelle, son.
I've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? And it is brought to you by Mr. Speak the Truth himself. Y'all, let's give him a round of applause.
I come from where it's gutter and it's grimy. All my brothers, folks, got some blooders that get slimy. They be at your throat, get them gone, they can't find them. I've been selling dope, I've been scamming, I've been grinding. All I ever wanted was a 10 at least 10 times. All these niggas soft and they know shit, y'all just dick ride. See the hook, we fleeing. Until my niggas get into it, bitch, I pledge allegiance. He tried to.
All right, Mr. Truth, man. Before we wrap it on up, man, we just want to get your little truth on whatever it is that you want to talk about, man. You know, as you know, I thought that this part of the show, this segment of the show, was sponsored and not sponsored, but inspired by some of the great conversations that we have, and I just feel like, man, he need to be heard. God damn it, he need to be heard. He got a lot of shit that he be wanting to get off his chest, and I say, goddamn, cuz I don't got enough ear to lend you, but we got the world, okay? So this segment of the show is dedicated to my dear cousin, Mr. Speak the Truth. All right, and then next we gonna have one for Miss Ash. We gotta have one for her
Yeah.
too, cause I want to hear her shit. I want to hear her shit. All right, so Mr. Truth, you know we gonna wrap it on up with this, man. You know what I'm saying? And you give us your truth, man. All right, because the truth hurts, and a lot of people might be offended, but we don't give a fuck.
No, we don't. I mean, I ain't have no nothing stored up in particular, man. So it's gonna come straight off of here. As a recap to everything and to all who is looking, in case you want to rewatch or if you only want to pick certain parts of the segment that you want to see, and this just so happened to be one of them. Here's my takeaway of it. You have to think about the long game. I mean, it's hard to do it because life happens. We do a lot of shit, man, because we hurt. We we're all learning how to navigate one day at a time, putting one foot in front of the other. And I don't take away from anybody who's suffering or if you've been through a whole lot or whatever, but I want you to keep in mind that every decision that you make affects the countless people, man, that care about you. Everything that you do can be, either for the greater good or it can be weaponized and used against you at a later time in life. And so it's so important to remember that whatever has happened to you is always going to be temporary. But what you do in response of that can last a lifetime. And so while you may not be able to see that far ahead, does not suggest that it will not happen. Also, therapy. I cannot stress that enough. Yes, it's not the norm. Of course, it's not the norm, but it helps out in the end. It helps you to be able to manage and navigate through all of your many feelings that you cipher through in a single day. It's hard, but getting that past trauma off of you, it can help you to see things in a better light. Like you don't think clearly when you don't have enough sleep. You don't think clearly when you're sexually pent up. You don't think clearly when you're fucking dehydrated. And you don't think clearly when you're hurt or when you're angry. And you have to be able to think about these type of things. Um, Healing the inner child within you. There's a lot of things that's happened to you growing up that was completely beyond your control. This is true. But your healing is your responsibility when you become of age. How the world sees you matters. Of course, I mean, it's always said that I don't give a fuck about what X, Y, and Z. Yeah, you do. And even if you don't, it matters. Your image and your reputation is like currency. Depending on what it is that you're doing right now, you may have a lot of it, you may have little to none of it, but it's never too late. Keep that in mind. Uh, take away whatever you want to from all three panelists. Everybody had great talking points. Uh, I value everything what was said. I learned a lot personally from the two of them. Of course, I may go back and rewatch it and be like, oh, you know what? Okay, I didn't quite understand. I get it now. Or it may be because I'm a bit of an afterthought thinker. I could, just randomly think of a quote, man, what was said, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. I didn't get it then, but I get it now. And that's okay. And even if we agree to disagree, it's nothing wrong with that. But there's a little bit of truth in every lie, and there's a lie in every bit of truth. Uh, it's up to you, man, to decipher, man, what it is that you want to take away, man, from what's being said to you from both us and other people. Keep in mind, try not to project onto whatever it is that you're going through, man, onto other people. Remember to forgive, and you won't forget, but it's important to let go. Keep God first. Let Him order your steps. Get into His Word, and treat others as you want to be treated. Other than that, always be able to keep a open mind, accept someone's opinions, man, that may not be your own because it may be some good in there for you. And remember to always have joy, peace, and love in your heart and move accordingly. And that's my take.
Oh boy. Hey Ash, I want to go ahead and get your little truth on, man. Let's hear it before we go, man. You know, and we gonna wrap it on up.
Oh, you ain't gonna put my little thing at the top?
Well, this is like his segment of the show.
Oh, cause he. Oh, okay, okay. I get it. I
But
get that,
I
brother.
just thought about this kind of, because when he be talking, you be thinking about a lot of shit, and I say, oh wow, let's just let me add her, let me get her.
Yeah. Um. So I
I'm
mean,
gonna hook you
this.
up, though. I'm gonna hook you up.
All right, cool. But definitely, I just want to say this. Tonight was definitely great. I mean, I love the podcast because you really get to see men and women perspectives. We all got eyes, but we look at life totally different. Everybody do. So just getting a better understanding, and you never know, a lot of this stuff, it's informational and it's knowledge. Knowledge is power. So getting information stuff that you may not have known, because it's definitely been quite a few things, not just in this segment, but in um other podcasts that we've done where I probably didn't know something. I probably was on a fence about some things. And then I got, a better understanding and gained some clarity just by hearing different perspectives. Because a lot of times we go based off of just how we view the world, how we view ourselves, and blase split. So just hearing how everybody see things, it helps me out personally. And what I tell all the viewers, if you ain't watching, y'all need to start watching. Cause I ain't gonna lie, we talk about some real stuff in here. We all speak the truth. And get in here while you can.
I'm gonna wrap it on up with this, man. My people, my watchers, my viewers. I want y'all to take this very, 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 very seriously, okay? I need you motherfuckers to start washing them asses, brushing them teeths.
Please
I work
scrub them tongues.
I work with a lot of couples, and I'm not impressed with what I've been smelling. I chew a lot of gum, you know, candy or whatever. You know, when you feel your breath, you know, you got that little tart, nasty little taste on your tongue. Go season that motherfucker with some type of flavor. You know what I'm saying? And you talking, you spitting. The motherfucker spit. He was talking, and I seen the nigga spit. It landed on my hand. I'm like, you know, you know, I don't know why I didn't want to wipe it in front of him. Like I was ashamed to say, hey, bro, like, ugh, nigga, watch where you. So you know, because I'm working, so I'm not trying to. But I kind of like, you know, I ain't even wipe it off immediately. But I'm like, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm looking at the you know how motherfucker talking at you, all that shit, that filth. That filth, man. I need people. We need to be hygienic. You know, brothers, stop stepping to these women with that wolf,
I
and
smell
one
like
and
shit.
get mad at her when she says she got a man. I mean, this is something that we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Is we gotta do better. We gotta clean up. This is my truth. Y'all don't judge me. This is what I go through on the daily. I deal with a lot of people on the daily. I smell some funky asses and I smell some funky breaths. Me and my son was walking somewhere yesterday, and it was a whole like room. Like it was where the fuck was we at? It was something. When we walked into this restaurant, my son looked at me and I looked at him. No, we was walking down the aisle of like a grocery store. And when we hit that aisle, he looked at me and I looked at him. I said, ugh, what the fuck? There's like 8 motherfuckers down this aisle. So it's like we don't know who, but the aisle stank. Swear to God, I'm not playing. I don't know if I'm supposed to swear on God about stuff like this, but my son will tell you. You know, he smelt himself. He like dog. The aisle stank. And this is what inspired this. That there. I'm like, oh my God. We in the grocery store buying food. And it smelled like asshole when you walk down the fucking flower aisle. This week we gotta
People
do
gotta
better,
stop
man.
eating asses.
We gotta do better, man. We gotta wash them asses. We gotta brush them teeth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I
reconnected.
was not pleased yesterday with walking down the grocery store aisle and smelling body odor and not being able to blame it on a particular person. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's my truth. Wash your ass. You know what I'm saying? Wet your tongue. You know, you feel that little nasty little tart taste in your mouth and shit. Get your little gargle. You know, some motherfuckers they shit a little bit bold, man. You know, your shit some of this shit get a little tartar faster than others. You know what I'm saying? You know, take care of your hygiene, man. You know, start running up in motherfuckers' face to have conversations, man. The niggas with the funkiest breath got the most to say. Tone your conversation down if you ain't brushed them teeth this morning, dog. Don't have too much to say at work, man. We don't want to hear that. All right? I can't hear you, cuz.
What about now?
Yup. Excellent.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I ain't gonna hold you up. I was talking to somebody at work, and of course, you know where I work at, man. So it's it's air there, and I thought the air, can kind of cool down the body and kind of slow down the smell a little bit because it kind of racks up, man. The more heat that's applied to the body, and this person still smelled like it was like a combination of the Amistad boat and earring backs and belly buttons and shit. And I was like, how did you get to this point? Like fire everybody in your life because your inner circle let you go out like that. No one told you like, hey dog, you gotta just submerge yourself in the water, and we're gonna need like something a little bit more industrial grade of soap to kind of get whatever that's off. You're gonna need possibly the blood of Jesus too, because this is sin. Like this ain't regular funk. I don't know what you did
It's bad, bro.
in your past life
It's bad.
that you still smell like this, but
And I
this ain't
know I
regular.
probably
It's
threw y'all.
something may be dying on the inside of
Yeah,
you.
you threw me
I
for
know
a
I threw
loop.
y'all for a loop
You
with that one, man. But
you
I
had
had that on my mind, man. And I'm sorry, I probably caught y'all off
Man.
guard because y'all said some very nice and positive things, and I felt
yeah, you
bad. I'm like,
came
oh
out.
God, they positive. Well, somebody got to be the devil's advocate. So watch them stanky asses. We're gonna
Yeah,
wrap it
man.
on up,
Wash
man.
yourself.
I love
You
y'all, man.
you
You know
smell
what I'm
unholy.
saying? We're gonna link up. Hey, we gonna talk. I want you to, think of some a segment that you would
Mhm.
want, you know what I'm saying, so we can get you your segment on the show, because this gonna be here to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying?
When y'all need it.
Whenever you get it. I would like to have
Gotcha.
it by the next time we go live.
Ash, I didn't have this down at all.
Yeah.
I,
And I also want y'all to
Hmm.
send me y'all IG info, YouTube channel info, so I can
Hmm.
I can post it up under we can post it up by our name and stuff. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to get a little bit more with my editing. So excuse me.
bless you.
Yeah, but yeah, man,
Bless you.
I
Bless you.
appreciate y'all, man. I had a good time as always. And we about to wrap it on up, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go on here and then we gonna go on out with my fantastic little
He
brother.
tried to spin many men, that nigga barely breathing. Lord knows, heart cold, pray for better seasons. I ain't surprised, all these
Hey.
bitches change like the seasons. Live and learn, bridges burn, I'm still doing decent. Now that nigga that you played me for, barely eating. When it's street shit, they put
we
niggas backs
will
on
see
defense.
y'all
Text the
on the
shooters dope
next
needle,
one.
they like what's the meaning?
We outta
Chop
here.
lean him like a fiend, look like he